Today we are going to do Southern style fried chicken, and this is how you do it.
We've got a pan over here on, which is an iron frying pan. You can do any skillet you like. Don't keep it too high after you get it going because iron does hold the heat. And I've got about a little over ½ inch of oil in there. We're going to dredge it in buttermilk and then in flour and then fry it. We're now dredging our chicken in the buttermilk. Here we're dredging the chicken in the buttermilk, and then when the oil gets hot enough, we're gonna, well, I guess we could go ahead and dredge it in the flour while we wait for the oil to get hot enough. Just set it to the side like this, ready to go in the pan. Take a little bit of your flour and just put it in the grease and see how it sizzles. That means it's ready. I'm going to turn it down because we don't want it to get too hot and burn the chicken. I'm going to move him around a little bit to see if I can get another piece in there. See? There's a little piece we might can make go in there. See the chicken's beginning to brown? When you see it doing that, turn it over. You don't want it to burn on any side, and if it's cooking too fast, turn it down a little bit, because like I said, this is an iron frying pan. And it does get extremely hot and stays real hot. This piece may not be ready. That was the last one, see, that I put in. It's not quite ready. Chicken has been cooking for a while, and you want to get a food thermometer that you can stick into your chicken to see if it gets, you want to let it cook till it gets to 170. See that? This one's ready. Look at that, isn't that beautiful?
Golden brown.
And this one, it's going on up to 170, see it? There it is. Look at there, golden brown. Already past 160, it's already on 170. See that? That one's 170, we'll check that one. Look at that. Yum! That one's 170. Look, ready to eat. In a little bit, we're going to make some white gravy, or thickening gravy as people call it. But I've got 5 more pieces to fry, then we'll see about that.
Welcome back to South for Your Mouth. This is the end, basically, of the fried chicken video, because a lot of people like to use thickening gravy, white gravy, 2-horse gravy, I already said white gravy. What else do we call it?
Some people call it Bob sop, but that's not what I call it.
Okay.
I just say thickening gravy.
Thickening gravy, and this will go well with fried chicken, rice, that kind of thing, right?
I love to make fatback gravy.
Or fatback gravy.
But I don't, this is not fatback. This is just, this is 1/4 cup of oil.
Okay.
And I'm putting 1/4 cup of flour, self-rising flour. And I can see right now I don't have enough flour. So if you hold up just a second, I'm going to get a little bit more flour. I'm going to sprinkle, I've got another 1/4 cup. I don't know how much of it it'll need. I'm going to stir it till, you don't want it real runny, you want it, I guess it's going to take all that. Looks like we're going to have a big pan of gravy. I might have to get a bigger pan. Stir it around. You want it to brown to cook the flour. And at this point, I use this kind of a whisk, because if you use the metal, it scratches the iron out of the pan, and you don't want to be eating all that. So
no, you don't want a bunch of flakes in your gravy.
Liberally put black pepper, salt. Don't overdo the salt till you get through, because after we taste it, you can add more if you want it, if you need it. See how it's beginning to brown? Very easy. See how it's beginning to brown? You don't want it real dark, but you want it brown to give you a good color of the gravy. Now, I love to use canned milk and water in mine, but for you today, I'm putting just whole milk or 2% milk. When it gets as brown as you want it, then add your milk while stirring. This is 2 cups. I was doing that backwards. I'm right-handed, so I should have had it in my right hand. Gravy, a lot of people are afraid to make it, but it's very simple. And if you want it richer, like I said, use the canned milk and water. Cup of canned milk, and then water with it.
And what kind of pan is that you're using?
This is an iron frying pan.
Iron frying pan.
I've had this ever since I've been married. That's been a long time. But you know what? It's done me good service, and it still looks good. This gets thicker as it cooks. So you want to add enough liquid. See how thick it's getting? You see how thick it's got? That's absolutely too thick, because like if you have any left, you know, I'm going to put another cup of milk slowly. So in all I've added how much? 3 cups.
3 cups total.
When it thickens up again, we'll taste it and see if we need more salt and pepper. I've just tasted the gravy. It needs more salt, just a little.
A little more pepper.
You just taste it as you go, because if you don't put enough salt, it'll taste flat. It just won't be good at all. Look how thick it's getting. See, I'm slowly doing it.
Thickening gravy.
Wonderful, wonderful with cube steak.
Oh yeah, cube steak. Forgot about that.
All right, Matthew, try it and see if you need any more salt or not.
You just try it with any spoon. Nope, that's perfect. Sounds good to me. And there it is, folks. Thickening gravy.
Hold on just a minute, I'll show you. See how thick it is and creamy? This is our chicken gravy.
Chicken thickening
Yum,
gravy.
try it, you'll like it. Look at the gravy. You know what? It got so thick after a bit that I had to add some more milk, and what I did, I added half of a can of evaporated milk. Alright, Matthew, try it again.
Made it.
Look how creamy it looks.
Very creamy. That is very good. That is perfection.
Is it better?
Better and perfected.
Look at that. You can serve that to anybody, you would be pleased to serve that to anybody over any type of rice or potatoes, or just with a good old biscuit.